Oh, for God's sakes, that's Charlie and I. No, I used to have a small snapshot of this.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We took that on Saipan.
Yeah.
And, yeah, that's Charlie and me. That's down at, I forget the name of the cliff on Saipan. But this here is a nose section of a B-29 that had crashed. And what we used it for was the upper turrets. So that we could, it was on the edge of a cliff. And we'd get down, there's always a bunch of sharks down at the bottom of the cliff. And we'd go into the mess hall and acquire a whole side of beef. Then we'd take it up there and throw pieces of the beef down, and then we'd shoot at them with machine guns. There's the Cobra Theater. That theater, I was a selected volunteer to run the movie projectors. And before we had these fancy seats, we had to sit on logs. And, you know, my job was running those carbon arc movie projectors, and I'd never seen one before, so I learned. And we used to go up there, and they had all kinds of movies. And every once in a while, the Japs would come over, and what they call Bed Check Charlie. He'd come over late at night, we'd be watching the movies, and he'd drop one bomb, and he'd change the pitch on his engine, prop, and he'd round, and he'd fly around, drop flares, drop maybe one bomb, just to disrupt things. And we'd go back in, finish the movie.
But that was before the war ended.
Yeah.
Okay, because you were already there. You were there before Dad got there.
Yeah.
Now, Dad did talk about a B-29 coming in and crashing.
Oh, yeah.
A really bad crash during a storm, and I was guessing that's what this was.
That's right. That's what it's for, is to pick up, put the pieces on the flatbed. And usually, when a plane cracked up down one of these, like we had an aircraft junkyard that I referred to earlier.
Mm-hmm.
These planes would come in with their wheels up and all kinds of foolishness. And this thing would go out on the runway, pick them up, put pieces on a flatbed trailer, and take them up and deposit them in that junkyard. Now there is a plane and biplane and what they call a J2F drum and duck. And they used to fly those things into Island after the war was over, from Guam to Okinawa and back and forth. I've ridden in the tunnel of that thing. There was right back of this bottom wing, there was a hatch, and you go in there, and there was no seats, but you could take a wooden box and sit on it, and they'd fly around these different islands. And you never see a commissioned pilot fly that thing, but there was a lot of enlisted pilots flying them. But we were on Saipan together, and an incident happened that you'll get a kick out of. War had just got through, and there was so much of us guys sitting around there not doing anything, we was going stir crazy. So there was 2 or 3 of us who went out in back of the base where they had an aircraft boneyard. And we took one airplane and an engine off another airplane, a propeller off another, and hodged them all together. And we taxied up and down the runway as if we knew what we was doing. We was having a lot of fun. And plenty of fuel, so we didn't worry about running out of fuel. Well, I was taxiing down the runway and then this F6F, and the trouble is, it's tilted like an F4U, so you got a taxi with the tail up so you can see where you're going.
So you got to go fast enough to get lift on the tail.
So I was taxiing down the runway, and I had the tail up, and I was scooting right along. Gosh, I was having a good time. All of a sudden, this great big fuel tanker come off the side and pulled it out in front of me. Guess who was driving it?
My father?
Yeah. So I was coming up to it. Oh, it must have been 75, 80 miles an hour. What choice did I have? I gave full throttle and jumped over it. If I'd have hit it, it would have still been exploding. So every once in a while, Charlie would see me and he says, You run over anybody with an airplane yet? And I said, no, just you. I was practicing on you.